Hi Agnes, it's Leslie. In this video I just wanted to give you some quick feedback on the faculty advising sheet and then also the schedule comparison sheet. So let's start here with the faculty advising sheet. And I can see up here you have the criteria typed in correctly. You have the wild card and then professor. Annual salary is greater than or equal to 70,000. And you do have the advising hours greater than or equal to 8. But if I look down here in the data that's remaining, I see these all meet the criteria because these all have professor. These definitely meet the criteria. They're all greater than 70,000. But if I look over here at the advising hours, this is greater than or equal to 8. But this one is not meeting that criteria. Obviously, 5 is less than 8, 3 is less than 8, 2 is less than 8. So I think what may have happened here was you definitely typed in the information correctly. You just needed to run the advanced filter again. So what I would do is just click anywhere inside this table and come up to, and I'm on the Data tab, and in the Advanced Filter button. And this one we are going to filter in place, so we'll leave that there. The list range we can see is correct, and then our criteria range we can go over here. And just as a reminder, you always want to make sure that you're selecting the titles as well as the information you've typed in the criteria area just below the titles. So if we do that and click on OK, then we can see that we did get those other items filtered out. So now this information meets all three of these criteria areas. Okay, so good job getting it all in place. Again, I think you just didn't run that last filter with that new information. Okay, so now let's go back over to schedule comparison sheet, and for this one, instead of filtering in place, they actually wanted you to extract the information and put it down below. So you have the right information, it's just not sitting in the right place. So let's do this. Let's go back up again on the Data tab, and I'm going to click the Clear Filter button to clear the filter out, and then this shows us all of our data here. And then obviously here's our criteria area, and you have that typed in correctly, so it's morning and evening. So I'm going to click back in our data area, and let's go back to advanced filter. Okay, so now instead of filter the list in place, in this case we're going to choose copy to another location. And the list range is A7 through G37, which is correct. I'm just verifying that. Oop, actually, it should be through A34. So let's do that. Here we go. Yeah, you can see here that it's too big. So I'm just going to take the 7 out and put the 4. And let's click on that again. Whoops. Let's see in here if it tells us. Oops. Goodness. Okay. Don't do that. As when you're still in there and clicking around, you can see what happened was I was adding things to it. So if worst comes to worst, I highlighted it, and I'm just going to go ahead and make my selection. Really, the only thing you had to do was delete the 7 and make it into a 4, but we have that correct now. And now let's go down to the criteria range. I click inside of there. It's A2 through G3, so that's correct. And then where you're copying the extracted information is A37 through G37. And that's correct. You just have to give it the top area here, and it will copy any of the records that meet the criteria below. So let's go ahead and click on OK. And we can see here now we have the two items that meet both the morning primary schedule and secondary schedule. So again, this is what you had, but it was in this information, it wasn't extracted into a different area. So that doing that leaves this information intact, and then you can just see the information that meets the criteria down here. Okay, so that's it. So again, just on these two sheets, everything else looked great, and your Project 5A was great as well. So I hope that this helps you on both of these, just make some quick changes to both of these sheets using the advanced filter. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care.